And now, what you've been waiting for, the announcement of the 130th Cheyenne Frontier Days, Frontier Nights lineup. To kick things off, please welcome our Concessions Committee Chairman, Jenny Lakin.
Hello and welcome back to Wyoming Watch from the Wyoming Tribune-Eagle. I'm Noah Zahn, your state government reporter here. Earlier this week, Cheyenne Frontier Days announced its 2026 musical acts lineup, and for the first time since the COVID-19 pandemic, Cheyenne Frontier Days announced the lineup before the start of the new year. The list of artists and groups was released on Tuesday evening, and that night our arts and entertainment reporter Taylor Staples was at the party at Frontier Park, where CFD officials took turns releasing the names of the performers. Mike Wilkinson, the Contract Acts Committee chairman for CFD, said the 2026 lineup is one of their most dynamic lineups yet. It includes Treaty Oak Revival, Jessie Murph, Alex Warren, Red Clay Strays, Wyatt Flores, Riley Green, Trace Adkins, Blake Shelton, Hardy, Cameron Whitcomb, Zach Top, and Joe D. Messina. The first show of the rodeo begins at 8 p.m. on July 17th. At the event Tuesday night, Taylor spoke with CFD Contract Acts Chairman Mike Wilkinson and Public Relations Chairman Shelley Hardsog about how the selections were made and what they're looking forward to most in the upcoming rodeo. Here's Taylor with Mike now, followed by her conversation with Shelley.
I just am curious, who was the first act you secured, and who was kind of the last you guys secured, and then the last?
I really don't know who the first ones were. I know the last one was Blake. He was the last one we signed.
But he's been here 6-ish times, right?
I think 4. It should be his 5th.
I knew it was a lot.
Right. But he always puts on a good show. And right now with the new show he's doing, The Road, with Keith Urban, it's really exciting. It's gotten real exciting. Yeah. But I think the first ones were probably Treaty Oak and Red Clay. They were here a couple of years ago and loved it. So we're excited to have them back. And then after the CMAs, I mean, that was so good.
Yes. Who are some of the other newcomers this year? I know Alex Warren is brand new.
Alex Warren's brand new. Riley Green's brand new to CFD. Zach Top's brand new.
Yeah.
So those are our newest ones.
Yeah.
I don't think Jody's ever been here before, Messina. And we know Trace has been here before, but we're excited to have him back.
Yeah.
Little old country.
And then for openers, I know you said Blake's will be announced later. Is it the same with Alex Warren, or will his set be long enough?
Let me look. I can't remember what it was, Alex. Thought we had somebody for Alex, but...
But you guys got, I think it's every headliner. Yeah.
Let's see. That's for... Okay. Yeah, we don't have one for Alex.
Is he going to do the whole time?
No, we'll find somebody for him.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's just a matter of time. We've got 2 that are out that we're still waiting for.
I guess another thing I wanted to ask was kind of biggest challenge this year with sourcing, or if there was one.
With,
who was kind of the hardest to source?
Really what we're struggling with, and I'm sure we'll hear about it later, is the rock groups. We're having trouble bringing rock bands in because the pricing, their tour schedules have been real tough. Yeah. They're doing a lot of overseas work because they're really popular now overseas. So we're struggling to get them, and I wish we could. But I think we'll cover with Red Stray, and those guys can cover that genre for us a little bit.
And then pricing was the last thing I wanted to touch on. Did it go up a little bit this year?
Actually, it has not gone up. We're still, below the $100 ticket. The only tickets that'll be more are the ones in the new Shoot 9. Yeah. Down in the Tunes on the Terrace, of course, and Rooftop. Yeah. Those are always the expensive ones.
Yeah, that's true.
But other than that, about the same price.
They're pretty same.
Yeah, we don't fluctuate much.
Who do you think will sell out first? Or even the first 2?
I'm hoping for Riley Green and Zach Top, actually. Yeah. I think those will both be sellouts. Alex may give it a run, okay? But those those are all solids.
Yeah.
And even Hardy might surprise us. He's got a really good following now.
Now here's Taylor with Shelley Hartsock.
We put offers out all the time, and so when they come in and they go out and they want to change. So I don't even know who the first one was. We'll see you. Goodbye. Christmas party. Okay. All right. Sorry. And so I'm not really sure who got signed first. I know Zach Top was very close to the very first, and everybody's very excited about that. We're just glad this is our first time in several years we've been able to announce our lineup before March. So, and it used to be all the time. We used to make Christmas presents.
Well, I was going to ask kind of what the reason was for that. Probably COVID was the biggest.
No, I think it was just harder to get everything signed and coordinate all the acts and see where they could be and who can be here. But we had a big push in mind that we wanted to get done in December for Christmas presents and that, and true. So I'm so happy we got it done.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Who are you kind of anticipating, just based on the lineup, who maybe will be the first to sell out?
Oh my gosh, Zach Top will be huge. He was just in Casper not too long ago, and he was very, very popular. And everyone's excited about Hardy, and Riley Green is amazing.
Yeah.
So I can't think of, there's a couple I'm not real as familiar with, but I think it's an overall wonderful lineup. So we're excited. Yay!
And then what were kind of, if there were there any kind of challenges with getting people this year, or is there usually something you guys run into?
There's always challenges trying to coordinate schedules, because you have to kind of get them on their tour loop, and if they're not around this part of the country when we need them, it just doesn't usually work out. So that's always challenging, and just making sure we have the best people, and that we can afford them. We want to keep ticket prices low enough, for our customers, and so.
And they started 72-ish, right? Okay. Is that the same as last year, or
if it's an increase, it's not very much. Yeah. So it's one of our CEO's main goals is to keep our prices reasonable enough. So that affects who you get as well. You can't have giant acts with a small arena. You just can't.
A lot of the money goes to the acts. Right?
Yeah, and we just have limited ticket or seating capacity, so when you can only fit.
Now, here's Taylor again to bring us a quick roundup of some upcoming events in the area this week.
Today, December 5th, the 57th Annual Christmas House fundraiser ensues from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. at 5002 Horizon Loop. Tomorrow, it'll be open from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. There's also a Behind the Curtain Lunch and Learn at noon at the library with Shine Little Theater players explaining the behind the scenes of their play Miracle on 34th Street. The play will be tonight and tomorrow at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 2 p.m. at Mary Godfrey Playhouse. And the Nutcracker Ballet will be showing tonight at 7 p.m. at the Cheyenne Civic Center. On Saturday, December 6th, the annual Cowboy Christmas Market starts at the Archer Event Center from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. There's also many craft and vendor shows today, including the Winter Farmers Market at the Depot from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., the 34th Annual Alta Vista Elementary Craft and Vendor Show from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., a Christmas jewelry and bake sale at St. Mary's Cathedral from 10 a.m. to 7:30 p.m., and a jewelry sale at Cats and Coffee Connections from 4:30 to 9 p.m. Then, this month's Family Day at the Wyoming State Museum is STEM-themed and starts at 10 a.m. Also at 10 a.m., the Pine Bluffs Historic High School has a Winter Authors Festival going on until 2 p.m. There are also a couple concerts throughout the day, including Tuba Christmas at the Laramie County Community College from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. at the Surbrook Prentice Auditorium, an all-city children's chorus titled Rejoicing at 4 p.m. at South High School's auditorium, and a Thanks to the Memories concert featuring R&B group Rose Royce at 7:30 p.m. at the Cheyenne Civic Center. And starting at 4 p.m., businesses throughout downtown, starting at Railspur, will be participating in the Running of the Santas event for people 21 and older. Stop at participating businesses and enjoy holiday treats while collecting cards from each stop. On Sunday, December 7th, the day starts off with the Christmas jewelry and bake sale again from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at St. Mary's Cathedral. Then, Cats and Coffee Connections has two events today, one from 1 to 3 p.m. for decorating ornaments, and a book club from 4 to 6 p.m. where attendees will discuss the book Anxious People by Frederick Backman. Then, LCCC has their holiday collage music concert at Surbrook Prentice Auditorium today from 3 to 4:30 p.m. On Monday, December 8th, the Cowgirls of the West Museum have their monthly luncheon starting at 11:30 a.m. at Little America. On Tuesday, December 9th, the Cheyenne Women's Connection has a meeting from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. This month's theme is Peace and Joy. Then there's the 5th annual Christmas Nativity Blessing at 11 a.m. at the Wyoming State Capitol and a genealogy help drop-in session for adults at the library from 2 to 4 p.m. On Wednesday, December 10th, there will be an AARP community group meeting from 12:30 to 2 p.m. at the Laramie County Senior Center, and later, the Wyoming Capitol Building will hold an event honoring the Women's Suffrage Act from 1 to 3:30 p.m. Also, the library has a K-2 gingerbread house crafting event from 4 to 5:30 p.m. and a Procrastinators Social from 5 to 7 p.m. Finally, on Thursday, December 11th, the library is hosting 2 holiday card printmaking workshops, one from 2 to 4 p.m. and another from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m., as well as a teen writing club from 4 to 5 p.m. Then, kids can catch Santa at both Blue Federal Credit Union from 5 to 7 p.m. or at the Cheyenne Primrose at 5:30 p.m. Also, the Cheyenne Creativity Center will have a workshop on how to use soft pastels from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m., and CLTP will start another weekend of Miracle on 34th Street. Tonight is Pay What You Can night starting at 7 p.m. at Mary Godfrey Playhouse. And finally, the Wyoming State Archives Evening Speaker Series is hosting author and historian Eric L. Moeller to discuss his book, Lawyer, Jailer, Ally, Foe, with people either at the Wyoming State Museum or over Zoom starting at 7 p.m. For more events, go to wyomingnews.com/calendar.
And before we close out today, here's a quick recap of some of our top stories and headlines from the past week. Cheyenne's largest entertainment bar and well-known honky-tonk, Outlaw Saloon, is being foreclosed and will be shutting its doors Sunday. Located on South Greeley Highway, Outlaw Saloon has been in operation for almost 25 years. The Laramie County Republican Party selected 3 candidates to fill the vacant House District 10 seat following the passing of a former Representative John Eklund in November. On Saturday, Laramie County commissioners will interview the candidates and make their decision by the end of the day on who will fill that seat. Laramie County School District 1 trustees voted Monday night to authorize filing legal action to determine the legality and applicability of the City of Cheyenne's new stormwater fee. The vote follows a similar action from the board's November meeting, in which they unanimously adopted a resolution authorizing continued advocacy and potential litigation regarding the fee. And finally, the Laramie County Circuit Court set a $500,000 cash or surety bond Thursday for a Cheyenne man charged with 2 counts of attempted vehicular manslaughter. The 64-year-old Cheyenne resident Calvin Alexander was arrested Monday on 4 felony and 3 misdemeanor charges after allegedly driving under the influence, evading police, and using his Kia Soul to pin Deputy Jason Grover to a sheriff's vehicle. That's all for this week's episode of Wyoming Watch. Thank you for tuning in, and be sure to check back next week for more.